Yo, 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 it is time for a special report. This is our weekly bull panel. This is your main man, Algo Capitalist, aka The Vulcan, coming to you live from PulseWaveTrading.com, home of the world famous PulseWave Price Trigger Reports. And we have with us the one, the only, my man, William HK Trader, and of course, the king of moderators, Cramerica. What up, fellas?
Hey, peeps.
Good evening, right, guys. So we are looking at a very interesting Monday, to say the least. We got Bitcoin now over 62,000. All right, futures right now are setting at 62,490. We are now established in a bull pattern there. We're in the green zone on the algo chart, so everything's looking good. We got, momentum is clearly trying to shift. But I got to tell you, as far as the futures are concerned, no one's going to want to hear this. But we have a crash alert sell signal for the Bitcoin futures, ladies and gentlemen. And we're showing a negative bias in the cash market as well. Your price said, how can you say that when Bitcoin just took out the highs? What's wrong with you? And I'm here to tell you everything that glitter ain't gold. I got to go with what I see. I got to call it the way I see it. And right now, I got to say, looking at these chizarts, yeah, Bitcoin's in the green zone. But we can't ignore alerts now, can we? DOT is also in a bullish zone, but the momentum is showing some selling. EOS, same thing. It's bouncing off of its lows, but it still has that negative Momo. Ethereum, same thing. We're in the green zone, but we got negative Momo. Theta is locked in the red zone. It's locked in downtrend, bear market, momentum looking soft. XRP Ripple locked in green zone, but we got some negative Momo. We got negative Momo everywhere. What do you do when you see stuff like that? How do you respond? What do you say? What do you do when everything is looking kind of whack? That's when you have to take a step back, look at your portfolio, look at your dashboard, see what the pulse waves are telling you, and make sure you're positioned on the right side of the market. It's really not rocket science. That's all it really is. Let's start with you, Cramerica. What say you?
Well, like always, I'm keeping my eyes on Bitcoin. It's running up against the all-time high resistance right now. Judging by the daily SAR, it's getting long in the tooth, and it's looking like it wants to reject off the high and have a little bit of a pullback, maybe to test it again in the near future.
So, are you saying that I'm not making this up? That you actually agree with me?
That's what I think.
Did I pay you? Did I pay you to say that?
Should you? No, not you.
Well, peep this, ladies and gentlemen, because you guys are not going to just take our word for it. You could be like, yo, where your chart at? What's up with your chart? Okay, here we go. Here's the chart. All right, so here is the Bitcoin, looking at the cash market. Remember, whenever I'm showing you the cash market cryptos, ignore any gaps you see on my chart. These are very specific, special algo charts, so these gaps don't exist. All right, just wanted to point that out to you. All right, so here we are. This is where we are right now, currently in your Bitcoin, right? And you see that you had your rally alert buy signal on September 30th, and you've just been going up, 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 and away. This is your sideways zone, your consolidation zone from September the 7th. You see it stayed in there for quite a long time. Finally got out of there on October the 6th, and the market hasn't really looked back, right? Now, you're not going to see everything on these algo charts. The algo charts is an amalgamation of what you will actually see on your dashboard. So what's not showing here is that negative money flow that I was telling you about. You're not going to see that on this algo chart, but you will see it on your dashboard, and it won't be any questions about it. But just looking at a chart sometimes it doesn't tell you or show you the whole picture. It just lets you know where we've been and what direction we're headed, but it doesn't break it down to the microcosm of what's really going on. I'm here to tell you, yeah, this is something that is looking a little interesting. Now, I'm going to make this smaller. So right here is when we hit the high. We topped out at 64,890. So I don't know why people thought that 60 and you were off to the races. No, 64,890. Technically speaking, and this was done on April the 14th of 2021. Technically speaking, we hit so far 62,684, right? Okay. So we're like 2,200 points away from that high. If we don't reach it, then you know what they're going to say. You know what the people are going to say. They're going to say, red alert, double top, market drop. And that's just how that rolls, right? Head and shoulders. So if that's the case, then okay, fine. I don't subscribe to that per se. I go by the algo. The algo is already telling you before we even get to that part that that's probably what's going to happen. So when you look on your dashboard, you'll see something slick, and it'll give you what your intraday price inflection point is that you're looking for tonight into tomorrow, if that's going to be a reality or not. All right, so just want to throw that out there. Now, if I switch over to the weekly real quick on the algo chart, you will notice, again, ignore gappage. It is invisible. It doesn't exist. This is where we are, and you can see, right? All we're doing is moving back to the older sideways consolidation zones that have been reinforced. So upper and lower zones, but you're just sideways. So you can make an argument and say, well, technically speaking, we are at the same price we're in the same bar price as we were in April. So you can make an argument and say the price has not gone anywhere since April. If you bought on April the 16th, regardless of what price, and you log onto your computer right now, you'll say, man, I went away on the trip. I was gone for several months since April. I come back and Bitcoin is still where it was when I left. Nothing has happened. Nope, it has not. Put this into a larger perspective. Imagine if this was a retirement fund. And let's say instead of April the 16th of 2021, this is April the 16th of, let's just throw our number out there, 2012, when you bought Bitcoin. And now today, and let's say it was this price. Just track with me for a minute. Here we are now. You're in retirement. You need to pull from the fund, and the market has gone nowhere. Your money basically has set, and now you're in a loss. This is what a lot of people are about to find themselves when they get to retirement, because you're going to have all these wild swings up and down throughout the years, but then when it comes time to draw, you're behind the curve. You realize your money really hasn't done anything for you. Buy and hold no longer works. No. Does not work. Remember what I taught you. It doesn't matter when you bought something. It matters what price you bought something. Price always beats time every time. So with that being said, as goes Bitcoin, goes the rest of the crypto world. Always remember that. You may have some rogues now and again, like here's the ADA Cardano. You may have a few rogues out there, right? But at the end of the day, the gist of it is, why isn't your ADA getting up? It's flatlined. It is stuck in the consolidation zone of September the 7th. We have not gone anywhere. See this bar right here? Market is not gone anywhere. This bar is the black hole vortex that is sucking the price and keeping it right here, not allowing it to go anywhere. And this can go for a long time, folks. Not trying to scare anybody out there, but commodity futures are prone to move sideways sometimes for decades. Not months, not weeks, not years, but decades. And then all of a sudden they explode and wake up and then they're off to the races. Cryptos are still new. They haven't been around that long. So because they're a market, who's to say that cryptos can't repeat some of the patterns of the commodity futures? Just always remember that. I don't care what the news and stuff says, there's always the dynamic of a market. When you got people buying and selling, people going long, people going short, all different motives, all different aspirations involved, the market dynamics will take hold. I don't care what the stock is, what the commodity futures is, what the forex pair is. At the end of the day, market dynamics are market dynamics. You can't escape these consolidation zones. You can't escape trends, whether they be bull trends, bear trends. That's how the market moves. It's either consolidating, bull market, or bear market. Those are your three markets: consolidation, bull market, bear market. And markets do that. Wash, rinse, repeat. You don't know how long each one of those cycles will last. I've seen bull markets that last, a couple weeks and then that's it. Same thing with bear markets, last a couple weeks and then that's it. Same thing with consolidations. They can last a couple weeks and that's it. But I've also seen very long lasting bull markets, very long lasting bear markets, and extremely long consolidation periods. And that is when a lot of people get frustrated. There's strategies for dealing with those type of situations. And we go, we have videos showing you and teaching you that at our site at pulsewavetrading.com, teaching you how to deal with whipsaw type markets. When they're, what do you do when they're not trending? What do you do when the market's not locked in? Like that. All right, I see you guys. You say you want to see the QQQ, the NASDAQ 100. I don't know. What have you done for me lately? You want me to pull up a chart? I don't know. What have you done for me lately? Psych, I got you. No problem. Here we go. All right. QQQ. Let's see what we got. Let me pull up another way. Sometimes it doesn't come up the way I want it to. All right. Here we go. All right. So the QQQ, the NASDAQ 100. Here we go. Here we go. Stuck right here. Top of the Kumo cloud. And you still got this gap back here that was created on October the 14th that needs to be reconciled. Unlike my cash crypto charts, the equity charts these gaps are real. Can't ignore these. Yeah, you could say that this top of this Kumo cloud is marking a very key resistance zone right now for the QQQ. And I do expect to pull back at least to fill this gap. You're not out of the woods yet either, because your trend line is not even top side of the Kumo cloud. Your trend line is in the Kumo cloud. All right. So it needs to get out of the Kumo cloud, and so does this price action. So this is not really a bullish scenario looking at the QQQ as you would think so. All right. You want to take a look at theta. Let's see what we got with the theta. All right. Here's your theta chart. All right, here is your consolidation zone from September the 7th. You'll note that with most of these cryptos, September the 7th marked a key consolidation cycle. And as you can see, price action is still operating within this range. Right now, price action is just, hovering around the support of the zone. Once it gets tired, it'll bounce and test the upper end of the zone up in here somewhere. But for right now, you're consolidated with a nod right now. If I had to give the bias, I would say the nod goes to bears. I'm expecting sideways to slightly bearish bias in the market, and you're now starting a new red zone right here. You're in the bear market overall. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but that is what these markets are looking like right now. You want to see JNUG? Okay. Let's see here. JNUG, what we got? All right, here you go. This one is on the New York Stock Exchange, the NYSE, or the knife. All right, so this is what we got. All right, you got a crash alert sell signal coming into today. Today was a narrow range inside day, but the bears got this on lock. It's looking like it may fall off the cliff. You got the bottom of the Kumo cloud. You got the trend line support. If this does not hold, then you're in jeopardy of falling or rolling over and falling off the cliff. Price action could fall below 50 here very shortly. All right, I've been running my mouth. What you got to say on this one, my man HK? What you got?
Can you take a look at ETH, because that's the altcoins indicators.
Ethereum? Okay.
Yep.
All right, let's see what we got. Up here it is, Ethereum. Okay. All right, what say you?
All right. Remember you talk about the Bitcoins, everything's will follow Bitcoin's way.
Right.
I think for the altcoins, let's say it's a scenario where they have to rally, ETH has to rally. So if ETH fell, that means it will coincide with Bitcoin's also consolidate. So that means we could get stuck in the sideways action for quite some time until there's a critical, either a melt up or a consolidation downwards.
That is some very spot on analysis, my man. And I think the algo chart is bearing you out here. It's sort of like a relationship that we have between the Russell, the NASDAQ, the Dow, and the
Yes.
S&P.
Correct.
And
yeah.
right now, you can say, technically speaking, that the Ethereum is kind of leading the charge, and we do have a crash alert sell signal for tonight into tomorrow's trading for Ethereum. And you can say that Ethereum could be leading the way back deeper into this consolidation zone of September the 7th. Trend line supports right here. Yeah, this could be leading the Bitcoin to that consolidation. Very astute analysis. I have to concur with that. And again, we're still in September the 7th. Here's the bar right here. This is your consolidation bar, September the 7th. You know, you can't make this stuff up. Look at the price action. Look at the bar. Any questions? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is where we are, man. I mean, I know we're getting, toward the end of the year and everything. Anything can happen. All you need is something weird to happen overnight in the news or something. But all things being equal, it's looking like the market wants to pull back here. Does it have to? No. We have contingencies on the dashboard for that. If you look at your dashboard, it gives you what to do. Tells you exactly where to buy, exactly where to sell, exactly where to put your stop. And if those intraday price inflection points are not met, then you're not in the market. It's just that simple. You get to sidestep any dangers. All right. Anyone else has anything they want to add? My man, Chromerica, you got anything you want to add?
Yeah, just to go a little bit more in depth on the ETH, can you pull up the ETH BTC chart?
Okay, let's see here. Can I pull up an ETH BTC chart? Anything for you, my main man. Anything for you. Let's see what we got. Let's see here. Let's go to here. Okay, ETH BTC coming right up. All right, this is the ETH BTC chart. All right, take it away, my man. What you got?
Well, ever since I guess about September or beginning of September, it's just been in a straight down channel against Bitcoin. For the last month, it's expected because Bitcoin's been shooting up from where was it, 30,000? Well, yeah, something like that. But yeah, it looks like it might be coming across some support here against Bitcoin. But I see you have a crash alert on the daily.
Mm-hmm.
And
that?
it looks like it's bumping up against overhead resistance with the trend line and the Kumo cloud as well. So
Right.
I think it's probably going to be dumping, against Bitcoin as well as in the dollar.
Looking like we're about to fall over the cliff right here, huh? Go over the cliff because your price action is below the Kumo cloud, and you're right. You've been at a downtrend channel, which it just came off of this deep correction zone. Doesn't mean it's not about to roll back into another one. If you pull it up, make it a little bit bigger, you'll see everything's below right here. This is quite interesting to say the least. I have to agree with you on that one. If you flip it over to the weekly, see what we got. Oh, what a mess. What a mess.
It's a sideways chart. Basically.
Yeah, the market's going nowhere on the weekly, but on the daily, you got that gyration. You do have the gyration, but you're right. The grand scheme of things is sideways. Look what happened back here. Back on June the 8th, we just went straight down. This is a rare sight right here. This is a rare feat to have price action just drop on you like that. And then you rally back up, then you drop back down. You rally back up, you drop back down. This is just going up, down, up, down, up, down. And right now it's just been this long thing. It's like the sellers are winning this war. And overall, it has been a consolidated market. Because again, if I was to make this smaller, you could make an argument and say, well, let's see, we're right here. That would put us about here. You can make an argument and say that we have gone nowhere since May of this year with the Ethereum BTC. If you bought in May and came back today, you'd be like, what happened? The market didn't move? Was the market closed all these months? Nope. Just a lot of gyration, but going nowhere. Sideways market. So, right, your analysis is spot on, brother. The markets are just taking a break. They're not trying to go anywhere. You can't ignore this run up right here, though. This was on March the 25th. We got that rally alert buy signal, and then the market just exploded, then consolidated. Now, one thing I'll say on this daily chart, you've done about a 50% retracement, and that's about it. So it's been able to hang on to a lot of the gains. Another thing here, too, I don't know if this is a bad tick right here or not. This is March the 28th. That has to be a bad tick, but it may not be. I don't know. If it is, that's a whopper of a bullish pointer that already got taken out, so it's irrelevant now anyway. But yeah, man, it's just the nature of the beast, folks. This is what happens. That's why you can't put all your eggs in one basket. You can't fall in love with a particular asset. Ethereum is a great asset. There's a lot of great vehicles out here, but it's just going through an extreme elongated sideways pattern. This one started on May the 19th, and price action has been stuck in this vortex of May the 19th, has not dropped out of it. May the 19th, the market established a resistance and a support zone and has stayed within it and have not broken out of it. That's incredible when you think about it. So for 5 months, the market has moved sideways. Has there been little opportunities here and there to trade? Absolutely. Could have made money on long and short. Short there, long here, short there, long here, short there, long there. On and on and on. Yeah, you could have made some money. But the market ain't going nowhere. Don't get it twisted. It's not where you back up the truck and just, pile on stuff. This is a trader's market right now. These consolidations are day traders, short-term traders markets. All right. Let's see here. These are the gangsters of all markets. Oil. Yeah. I think we got a crash alert sell signal on oil. Let me double check. I think we got a crash alert on that oil. Hold on. For tonight. Yeah, we got a crash alert sell signal, you guys, on the crude oil futures. I got it on the Australian dollar, Bitcoin futures, Dow futures. Yeah. I know. I don't like being the bearer of bad news. I got to give you the signals, though. I mean, when you have them, you got to get them. Now, thinking about you, Robert. Let me see if I got Facebook in here. What we got? All right, Facebook is locked in the downtrend with negative momentum. No alert there. That's for you, Robert. And also no buy signal. If you're gonna be doing anything there, actually, I take that back. Facebook is still trying to recover off of the low, so there's no selling signal for tomorrow, but there is a possible buy signal catching this bounce. That's about it. All right. Any other questions? Anything else before we wrap it up? Anything on anybody's chest they want to get off?
No, I think that about covers it all.
Yes, that's the
Okay.
Crypto Monday.
Crypto Monday, man. Crypto Monday. Well, I appreciate you guys and your time and everything. I really do. I know I can blabber on sometimes, losing track of time. I don't mean to keep y'all forever like that. All right, this last chart, you said Litecoin. Okay. Same thing with the Litecoin. You're stuck in the September the 7th consolidation zone. You haven't broken out from there yet, and you probably won't. Let's see, platinum. I think I have that here. Let me see. I think I do have that here. Give me just a second. I think I do have it.
It's about to bottom. Okay, it's in my here, but I don't have the alco chart, but platinum is about to be bottoming.
You think so?
Kind of. They are
All right,
leading
let's see.
with the other precious metals. I mean the other base metals, because copper make the news today, but uranium has been on fire, but platinum is sort of like behind, but they are in a bottoming process.
All right. Well, this is not a really good chart, but if this has any
Long term, I'm talking about long term, just long term.
okay, yeah, 'cause this has a crash alert sell signal for
Yes.
tonight and
For
tomorrow.
short-term trading, yes, I think people
Okay.
might want to short at the resistance.
Got you. Yep, and that's where it is too. It's coming off of the top of the Kumo cloud here. Yep. All right, that's all we got time for, man. We got to roll. You said thoughts on futures, Bitcoin ETF, and spot Bitcoin ETF. Yeah, we already covered. We already covered the Bitcoin already. We did that one, and we exhausted that one.
Well,
But as far as
I think he's talking about the announcement. There is a Bitcoin futures ETF being proposed.
well, besides GBTC, I don't know. They always talk about that. I ain't seen it yet.
Well, the thing with this new one is that it's an ETF based on the Bitcoin futures, not Bitcoin itself. It's a derivative of a derivative, which to me it seems kind of like a stupid idea. But
when is it coming out?
I'm not sure. I've just heard
Very soon.
very soon.
Yeah. Kinda.
Okay.
It's already been approved and everything.
I had to look into that. Oh, I saw that Kane or Karis won. First of all, Kane and Karis won or triple OGs, man. I can't put one or the other over the other because Karis one is the teacher. Big Daddy Kane is that, the battle rapper extraordinaire. Back in the heyday, they were the top five. It was not in any particular order, but it was Karis one, Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, Chuck D, and Cool G Rap. Those were the five horsemen of rap in the 80s. Hands down, there's no debate. Those were the best dudes. Oh, and I got to put LL in there, so add him in there. 6. LL was a bad dude. People know LL, the young people, as a the ladies' man making those lady songs. But what they don't know is he started off as a battle rapper. And the man is he's one of the greatest also. But those were the best in the 80s. So to say Kane over Karis one or Karis one over Kane, nah, I couldn't even do it because it's two different categories. Karis one's a battle rapper too, though. But he has more material. I don't think that's a fair versus because Karis one has such a volume body of work. What would you pick out? If you were to do it properly, you would have to take Big Daddy Kane's like first and second album versus Karis one's by any means necessary, and the one before that one, I forget the name of it. You would compare those two, which would be the album that he has with poetry on it, and goodness, what was that? I can't think of this. Can't think off the top of my head right now. My mind's all over the place. But yeah, that's not. I didn't like that versus. I don't like that versus at all. There's no way to do it. You can't do it. Both of them are great icons, still great to this day. Anyway, so there you go. All right, man, let's wrap this up. I gotta go. Y'all know what it is, man. PulseWaveTrading.com. You know, you gotta get these reports. Only way to get it is to go to PulseWaveTrading.com. That's how we do. Y'all know how we give it up. And remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. My man William, my man Cramerica, thank you guys, you gentlemen, for doing these bull panels with me.
All right.
Much
Good
love
night,
to you guys. See you on the
Have a
trading
good night,
room,
everyone.
people. All right, good night.